right. Those Red Guard vultures are finally gone. That's one less burden we have to deal with. What's on your mind? It just feels wrong shutting...
Welcome.
Horustair kertoo, että Kuninkaalla olisi palkkio mulle.
Yes. Our bishop relayed the message that your actions, along with your cohorts, had halted the advance of a powerful daedric entity from invading. For such a rare event as this to occur should call for an even rarer opportunity to award a knighthood. Although your shoulders have already carried the burden of an entire town, I am sure they can carry the unparalleled importance of being a knight.
Mä pystyn kannattamaan sitä vastuuta.
Thousands of men would murder for a chance of knighthood without having to endure decades in my guard. Do not take this reward for granted. Any acts you commit from here on will be a reflection of my judgment, and so any ill deeds you commit will stain the kingdom of Evermore. Further, any good you bring will help the reputation of Evermore throughout High Rock and beyond. The peasantry will be forced to respect you. The nobility will accept you as an equal. With time, after having ingratiated yourself within our established class, you may help steer this kingdom with me. If you recite the Knight's Sacred Oath, are you ready to speak the words that only the most valorous have uttered?
Kyllä, mä otan valan.
Very well. You have completed your oath. Hear me all those under my protection. Hear me all, kind gods. This person shall forever be a knight of Evermore. Now bask in your newfound fame. Attend to the duties of this land. Help the dispersed and sullen souls, for we have many. One more important gift that we bestow onto our knights, their new apparel. So you can be seen to carry the Griffon wherever you go. What have you?
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
No Kari, sillä välin kun sä olit vetämässä muutaman paintin tossa yön aikana, niin mä vietin yöni tuolla sepän pajassa. Kyllä mä ajattelin, että kyllä sitten loppujen lopuksi semmonen statukseen sopiva panssari voisi olla aika hyvä. Mitä mieltä oot? Hopeeta. Eikö se ole aika jees, hä? On myöskin uusi miekka. Okei, sä oot hyvin hiljainen, mutta sä katsot kateellisilla silmillä mua päin. Sä tykkäät tästä. Kyllä mä tiedän. Joo, Kekor. Meidän pitää ottaa meidän ritarilliset vastuuta vastaan. Joten, mitäs ritarillisia vastuuta mulla olisi tehtävänä?
I'm sure you know of the kingdom and its subjects by now. Sigmane has dispensed funding for a number of renovations throughout the realm. So there's much to do around the realm, and a lot of busy people eager to relieve themselves of any extra duties. And that's where you come in. We're overdue for 3 reports from 3 important assets. First is from DeepCrag, having recently been liberated and is presently under repair. Second is Lonely Griffon's Retreat, fine appellation, our most remote outpost bordering the northern wastes. You'll have to find a man called Tyr. Careful, he's a short temper. Lastly, there's the mines within the southern mire, the Bog for short. Have an overseer there who keeps the labor in check. He'll have our report.
Okidokki.
Keep safe.
Damn, täällähän on uudelleenrakennukset käynnissä. Ainakin jollain tavalla.
Something you need?
Mitäs täällä tapahtuu?
Till next we meet.
Eli Örkki karannut jostain, ottanut täältä työntekijän panttivangiksi. Hei, me voidaan hoitaa tää rauhallisestikin. Sun tahtoja halusi muutokselle, älä tuhlaa sitä täällä. No sun kapinas kuolee sun kanssa ja sun sukusi kärsii sen puolesta. Sanava bitch.
Look who's brave! All right then. This ends here. Going places, wrecking faces.
No. Sehän meni ihan vituiksi.
Something you need?
Joo, en saanut ylipuhuttua häntä. Hän tappoi sen teidän työntekijä.
May the Reach show mercy on you.
Vielä pitää puhua.
Hello?
Mä en koskaan usko, että Bog ikinä olisi saanut osan tietysti Arteissossa myöskin. Mä tulin kattoo tarvittiin raportin teiltä. Että joka ikinen kultanpalanen on laitettu hyvään käyttöön. Jaha, tommosesta puheesta kuule joudutaan... I would fucking hang you for that!
Carry the Griffon proudly, knight.
Yes?
Truuko, vanha kuomaa, miten menee?
Need something?
Eikö hetkinen? Ei ollutkaan Truuko. Fuck!
Out with it.
You gotta hand it to the men who built these forts. They've really stood the test of time. Especially since they look like they were made with shitty shingles.
Gegor Evermoresta on laittanut mut keräämään raportteja outposteilta. Onko sulla dokumentit?
I'm an Imperial. Do you really need to ask if I've kept up with my end of bureaucracy? Here you go, with the caveat of added paperwork being sent over in the coming days, so we may be seeing more of each other. Serve the Empire.
Mitä Örkki tekee täällä?
Forgive me, friend. I have no desire to offend with my presence. Rest assured, however, I am not one of the orcs who raided this outpost.
Joten miksi sä oot täällä?
I have a mission here in the Reach, and that is to cease the racial feud that grips this land. All the centuries of violence have yielded nothing but blood. Now the voice shall make up for where the sword has failed.
Ja mitä sä toivot saavuttavasi tän mahdottoman tehtävän?
Through ways seldom seen throughout the province. Diplomacy. That was my education, and I seek to make the most of it here. Despite the ferocity seen on both sides of this conflict, there is the hope for peace. Some will have you believe that peace is paid in blood, but look around. The corpses of that belief. Yet I'm not naive. Compromises will have to be made, with the orcs sacrificing whatever gains they've made in their onslaught.
Sä et kuulosta tyypilliseltä örkiltä. Näyttää siltä, että sulla ei oo samanlaista Vittu, mikä helvetti on kinship suomeksi, en tiedä.
The trick is to roll your tongue. An orc can tell the difference between one grunt and another, but for those who don't share our blood, a lot of good intent gets lost in the weeds.
No, selvemmät tarkoitukset olisi tietenkin lopettaa tää verenvuodatus.
An education in Daggerfall helps too, but you won't be seeing many green faces boast the same. And many want to keep it that way. Certificate or not, an orc is still an orc. Truly a cursed race. Looking for pity isn't for me. Anything else you'd like to discuss?
Ei oikein. Jalo päämäärä tuolla Lutarilla. All the power to him. Mä kun luulin, että orkit ja bretonit ois saanut edes jonkin sellaista rauhaa silloin sen yhden Dragon Breakin aikana, mikä tapahtui sitten tossa Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfallin lopussa. Eikös teillä ole se oma kuningaskunta, se Orsinium jossain täällä Hyrrokin alueella? No, mitä mä tiedän, mä oon vaan typerä nordi. Joo, mä autan.
Look who's prey! Time to kiss my
The unending
your prayers.
Jumalauta!
Belly mag. Embrace the
No, se olisi voinut mennä cleanimmin. On teistä ei ollut hirveän paljon apua, mutta ei kasi.
All right, don't hang around.
Joo, mä tulin nappaamaan raportin, että mitäs täällä teillä menee.
All right then.
Gekor!
Those Redguard vultures are finally gone. That's one less burden we have to deal with. Come on, what you say?
No, tässä on nää raportit. Sanotaan, että oli pientä vastustelua, että mä sain ne käsiini.
You've surely faced worse, if the accounts from Ravenspring are anything to go by. You've probably fostered the impression of being the sole guardian of this realm. Don't fret, we've all got our burdens. Lest I forget, the king needs you to become an escort.
Ja minkä tyyppinen escort?
Knight. Such jests could be deemed offensive to certain ears. Yet you won't find that with me. Escort in the more literal sense. We've got children soon to depart Ravenspring. Their destination being here. Sigmain will elaborate. Never an hour's rest for the kingdom's finest. Don't cause any trouble now.
Joo, sit mennään puhumaan Kuninkaalle. Pitää evakuoida lapset pois sieltä Arniemasta. Mitä teidän korkeutenne vaatii?
Welcome.
Come. Näitä kutsuitte.
Kagor has a penchant for appeasement, doesn't he? Yes, knight. I did ask for you. Yet I shirked to call so soon. After hearing about your feats through the kingdom recently. Though seeing as you are here, you have made yourself available for another duty. That duty entails a group of children that...
I see that my throne is still occupied. Down with the usurper.
Son! My, how much you have changed in such short time!
And how much wider you've become. The chef must have been busy.
The messengers told of you returning with Elaine. Has your mother distracted herself in the markets again?
I have many virtues, father. yet patience was never one of them. Crisis heralded my return, and I came. For if I were gone any longer, the people could forget the face of their future king.
Come here, son. It's been far too long. I had sat in this hall alone, with all but the gods to humor me.
The longing was
Fancy
mutual,
place.
Father.
So this is where the few decide the fate of the many. Maybe in my next life I'll be born into a life like that as well.
This kingdom grows further, and soon evermore will provide as the West, and much more.
Soon, I hope. I wish to see the day where they look up in deference, as I still live.
I see we're graced by a small audience. It's not like you to forgo introductions, Father.
Not anyone of prominence. A servant of the kingdom who I had knighted. Though this servant did thwart a great threat within Raven Spring. However, the tales from that place are spurious at best. I may have been too lax in my privileges again.
Goodness. The rabble finally found some truth to their ravings then. The Reaches host a much ill will, but the twisted schemes of a god. Yet with all their power, a mortal crew had prevailed over their plot. Not many knights can boast of similar feats. In fact, such a trial lifts you above the others my father has sworn in. So forgive his impertinence. Unlike him, I value that conviction.
Olen nöyrä. Mitä helvettiä, en tiedä. No, olen nöyrä teidän läsnäolonne takia, prinssi.
Know this of me, knight. I do not respect those who grovel. We are comrades. I want your respect, not your fear. However, I have matters to discuss with the king. Much time has passed during my stay west. Now evermore demands my focus. We'll talk again.
Niin, se mun tehtävä.
I've no need for you at the moment.
Anteeksi, kuningas, mutta tarvitsetko edelleen sitä mun palveluksia?
Why, of course. You are a royal subject before royalty and the revered gods. Now I need to be succinct, as I have matters to discuss with my son. Children from Raven Spring who seek refuge within these walls. And as this kingdom is more than charitable, we have made arrangements for a new slew of young to be harbored here until that plague subsides, or when order is fully restored to that town. Order which I think my son will be eager to see facilitated.
Okay.
Meeting adjourned.
Simppeli homma, eli käy vanhauttamassa, turvaamassa lasten matka Arnimasta Evermore. Simppeli homma.
Just settle at the inn for a bit. My legs are begging for a rest.
Matthew.
We meet again. How fare you?
Mä olin täällä hakemassa ne lapset.
I was wary of who they would be sending, but I've seen you stalwart in the face of the corruption that gripped this town. You're someone I can readily trust. The king has taken a liking to you as well, if he's this confident with your competence. Godspeed, knight.
Hi there.
Need something? Hi there.
What?
Okei. Niin se... Okei, ne seuraa mua.
Doing well, knight?
Mä oletan, että sä oot täällä vastaanottamassa nämä lapset.
As with every young batch this city receives, there is no higher priority than the propagation of our virtues to the next generation. And we priests are best fitted to carry out that education. So yes, knight, I will be taking them. And for your knightly deed, trust and gratitude.
Kuningas ei tarvii mitään muuta.
His Majesty has informed me of any further duties to impart on you, so you are free to enjoy your time as you wish.
Okay.
If you are not too busy, then you can attend the show within the city center. Some orc from Daggerfall is scheduled for a speech, one of the more erudite in his kind. Have a listen. Maybe his insight will come of use to a knight. Good fortunes.
Hi there.